Hi everyone, my name is Mitchell, and recently for Halloween I went as the character Ursula. I'm going to be sharing with you how I achieved that makeup look on YouTube. Hey, so I'm back and I've already blocked my eyebrows to create the Ursula look because I want to be able to make a new eyelid increase for Ursula, so I wanted my eyebrows gone. We're going to get started and I'm going to walk you through the steps and what I used. For the most part it's MAC products, but if not I'll clarify. So to start, I'm going to prime my skin a bit, so we are going to cover my face completely in purple. So I'm going to start with Nip and Fab Sheer Makeup Fix. It just helps keep the makeup on a little bit longer. Okay, now to start, if you can find a shade of purple that is close to Ursula's color, feel free to do that. I couldn't find one, so what I did was I got Face and Body by MAC in white. This is a pro product, so you have to search for a pro store near you. I don't have it with me, but they also sell these MAC chroma cakes. They look like a hockey puck, and they're face paints or body paints. They're quite thick, and you mix it with water to activate the color. And they're about maybe like that big. So what I did, I shaved off some of the deep purple chroma cake, mixed it with a bit of warm water, and got another container. I'm using a Dermalogica empty container, mixed in the MAC Pro Face and Body White with the thick purple chroma cake solution that I made. I put it into this, I shook it, and Ursula Purple was born. And we're going to put this all over the face and neck and body, should you be doing the Ursula costume as well, but I'm just going to do face and neck this time. So I guess I'll use the back of my hand to get it on. You can use, I have a little dish, but I don't know where it went, so I'm using my hand. So the brush I'm going to use is a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. The bristles are quite close together, so you're actually getting more coverage and more product onto your skin. It's not absorbing in, it's not spreading it, you're getting a nice even consistency. So I have my purple that I made from the two MAC products, and here we go. I can't believe I'm doing this again. There was purple everywhere. I still find purple in the most random places. My bed sheets were covered, my pillowcases, my shower walls. It was everywhere. I am doing a blotting motion too. It helps to push the product into your skin and fill those little holes that might not have color. Because in here it looks pretty even, but I have a mirror right here and I can see spots that could be more purple. Okay, and there we go. I'm purple. So my face just looks flat right now, so I'm just going to bring in a bit of shadowing and contouring to bring dimension to the face. And this is a female character and I'm male, so I'm just going to lift my cheekbones with a little shading. So what I'm going to do with that, I have MAC's acrylic paint, and it's a deeper shade, so it'll be good. So with this I'm using a Real Techniques contour brush, and I'll use the back of my hand as well. Start with a bit. You can always build. Whoops. So that much to start. So with this, I'm just going to focus on cheekbones, neckline, and hairline. So what I'm going to use to blend this in is a Quo Beauty Blender, Beauty Sponge. So I'm going to start on my forehead and just dab it in, and you'll notice it starts to thin and blend. And I'm also coming down a bit as I go to create that shading effect. I won't lie, when I first did this, I did this look in a mirror looking on my phone of a picture of Ursula I found online, and I started to panic because it wasn't blending. I thought there's no way I could look like Ursula, but based on the colors and what I'll do, it's obvious who I am or who I will become. She has a very rounded jaw. Ursula is a curvy lady. So I'm going to take it it's going to look thick now, but it will be blended in. And create a rounded chin. Okay, let's move on to the nose. Now on to nose contour. Ursula has a super teeny tiny nose. So I'm just going to pinch it in. Bring it down. I'm just pulling it from the corner of my eyebrows. I'm gonna grab some MAC pigment in deep purple. Nope, rich purple. Uh-oh. And I'm just going to follow along this line with the powder and really start to blend that in to get my little teeny tiny nose. We are going to take a white and blend this in, and that'll really bring the high points of the face forward, and that I found was the magic step. I was panicking at this point. I'm kind of panicking now because I feel like it's not working, but when I put white powder on, it really came together. And I'm using Ben Nye Super White. I guess on my hand, I don't have anywhere else to put it. I'm going to start light and then add as I need it. I'm going to start on the cheeks. I'm going to move on to the eyes, and then we'll come back and adjust the skin a little bit. So I'm going to start with just a regular old black eyeliner. Make sure it's nice and sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the corner of my eye and go up. And this doesn't have to be perfect yet, but I just want to, I'm going to use my mirror for this. I'm just going to get the shape in place. So now I'm going to go in with the dark purple, and that's with the liquid acrylic paint, and just start to buff it in on the outside. Now at this stage I'm going to get the blue in there so I'll know where my line is and I can know where I can define it. Okay, I'm back and I can't find that blue I wanted to use, so I'm going to have to improvise. And the blue is for her actual crease. So what I think I'm going to have to do is use white acrylic paint by MAC and then cover it with a blue pigment. Just want to get it on. Another coat of white. I just want to get it so that I can put a blue pigment on top of it and have it really show up. So I'm just going to do 2 coats of white so that there's a nice background for it to sit on. So for Ursula, her eyebrows kind of come a little bit of a cartoony peak and then follows down. So I'm going to start on the outside and work my way up because that's the thinnest point. So I just want to get this on. And the blue is High Def Cyan by MAC. It's one of their pigments. See, I wish I had the acrylic blue paint for this, but I can't find it. Okay, back in action a bit. I need to put more white on that, but I'll do that at the very end. So now I'm going to take my black liner, and I'm going to tidy it up too, but I just want to start defining this line. Okay, I'm going to keep working on this eyebrow, and then I'll be right back. So now that we have the eyebrow on, we're going to go into a little bit of white detailing. This is supposed to be like the brow bone, so I want it to be lighter so it'll lift, but yet blending in these edges. And now down the center of the lid, I'm just going to put a bit of white to create some definition. I'm going to tackle the other side, and again, I'll be right back. So now that we got the symmetry down, I'm going to start doing a bit more eye detail with liner. Ursula, if you've noticed, has blue under her eyes. So I'm going to take a little bit of that cyan blue, and this could be a disaster again. We're going to make that stand out with a little black liner in your waterline. Now for the fake lash on this eye. I got these at a Halloween store. They're not very expensive. You could definitely find them at any party or Halloween store. I have Quo. This is the dark tone. It dries black. Or not Quo, Duo. Just going to put a little bit on my hand. Look at my hands. This is what my bathroom is going to look like when I take this all off. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, lips. I'm using Cherry from MAC. So I'm going to start with my natural lip, and then I'm going to overdraw it. One thing I'm going to do is, Ursula has a big long mouth, so I'm going to take a little bit of black and draw in the corner just to give you more of a permanent smirk. Oh man. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave it because I'm going to shade it in a bit. A little bit more red. Just to knock it back. I'm going to take a little bit of the acrylic paint. Just a tiny bit, that's too much. Even that. And then put white on top of it. White powder. And now I'm going to take a MAC 268 angled brush, good for contouring. Just going over it with more pigment just to seal that in. If you're using a liquid, you should put a powder on top of it. Especially with character or drag makeup. Okay, a little bit of white. To bring the dimension back. I think I look ridiculous when I smile like this. But I'm okay with that. More white. And I'm going to call that Ursula. When I did this for Halloween, I went to the dollar store and I found a mad scientist wig, evil scientist wig. It was a gray, shaggy down. It could be used for a lot of things. It was just basically a shaggy gray wig. And I teased it with a lot of powder hair dust. It's not dry shampoo. It's like a dust, like a mattifying dust. And teased it up and brought it back and sprayed it white with classic Halloween hairspray in white and black. And this is what it ended up looking like. So I'm going to put it on. And there you go. What do you think of my Ursula? Oops, adding my eyebrows. So what do you think? I was freaking out for the most part of this tutorial, but it came together. I'm happy with it, and there you go. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.